This is Wende Gaylor with the Bedford Area Chamber Vibes. And we are excited. This morning we've got the fun vibes going on.
That music though, Wendy, that's what's up. Was that you or Woody?
Oh, well, it's got to be a combination, I guess. No, mostly Woody. Mostly Woody, but I just have fun with it. And he's so creative. But yeah, fun music, but fun vibe this morning. Today's special edition is on movers and shakers on the move. And we have got such fabulous guests. You probably recognize Shannon Dominguez voice this morning. Welcome.
Thank you. It's great to be here. And it's such a good vibe. I'm loving it.
Oh, cool. And then Bonnie is here.
Hi.
Chavez?
Yes, Chavez. That's very good. And I was also dancing because, this morning I was like, this is rockin'. I'm excited.
Oh, awesome.
I like that intro.
Well, so glad you guys are here. And, we are focusing on movers and shakers on the move, and you've got a lot of story to tell. So we're thrilled to have you both to talk about building beloved communities. And it's a business consulting firm, and you relocated here in Roanoke, our neighbor. In 2020, we're going to talk about exactly what is building beloved communities and how this can help our area and what brought you here. So exciting things are happening. We're going to put that on hold for a second and just make sure that we get in National Day of Celebration. We've got a couple things, but one of the main ones we wanted to focus on. What was it, Woody?
It was National Mac and Cheese Day.
Hello.
National Mac and Cheese.
That is today, y'all. That is today.
And exciting. I think we all should celebrate
I'm going to
have
celebrate
some
all
mac
day.
and cheese.
All day. That's what I'm going to do.
I have a question. Does anyone else put extra shredded cheese in their mac and cheese?
Oh, gosh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes. I think you have
Okay.
to. And different types of cheese, too.
All of the cheese.
Yes.
I'm a fan
All of the cheeses.
Tabasco sauce on top.
Ooh, of course
Ooh, a
you
little
are.
spicy.
Okay.
She likes it hot. That's good. That is good. Well, everything is good with a little bit of hot. Yes. So let's also we wanted to talk about birthdays really quick. I don't want to forget to mention these. So we looked this up, and of course, Woody, who do we have?
Conor McGregor, the only birthday that is
Recognizable.
recognizable today that I know of.
We're all over 30.
We're
so
over
we don't know
30.
anyone
We
else.
barely knew this guy.
Oh my gosh! Everybody else is like a YouTuber, and I have no clue who they are. YouTube or TikTok? I have no clue.
Way to make us feel old.
An MMA fighter, 33.
Who is recovering from leg surgery after his bout last week. I think he had to have like a 3-hour leg surgery right after the match. So
oh goodness,
that's all right. He still got paid, so he's
yeah,
totally
he's still
fine.
getting paid.
He's totally
okay.
fine. Yep,
he's okay. He'll recover.
He'll
he's gonna
be okay.
Fine. That's gonna be good. Well, bless him and his birthday. So we're going to move on forward and talk to Bonnie first, and just talk to us about what exactly is your business and how it got started and what brought you here in 2020. Oh my goodness. During COVID, tell us about this.
Sure. So I'll start. I've had a couple of moves. So the first move was from Albuquerque to Roanoke, and I have a great network of friends. I've visited Roanoke twice before I moved here, once in the summer and once in the winter. Gorgeous. Totally different landscape, outdoors, green for days, the greenways, mountains, water, very different from New Mexico. Very excited to be here and explore the outdoors. And then once I moved to Roanoke, I was in a rental in the Grandin area, and then I was able to purchase a home in the Grandin area. And so I really want to talk a little bit more about that in a minute, but that is another move that I made within Roanoke. So I'm putting down some roots here because I love this place.
Well, we do too, and I'm so glad that you're here for so many reasons. But, I found out about you through the Gauntlet program.
Sure.
And let's talk a little bit about that and how you got involved and what inspires you.
What inspires me? That's a really good question. So I came through the Gauntlet because one of their alumni, Dr. Nate Gay, who owns Primary Solutions Physical Therapy, said, hey, you should check this out. And I did. And I enrolled and registered and went through it, got so much out of it, met incredible people, met the love of my life. I also was able to network with incredible humans like yourself and talk about my business and get a future employee and partner, Shannon Dominguez.
Woohoo!
And just, I got so much out of it and I was so thrilled, and it really has supported my business. And so that is one of the things. And what inspires me is a very good question. I think being a person who can work with the community and do good in the world, really, really, because I have this unique skill set of having some business skills, having the degrees, having the experience at high levels, and doing policy work and being able to be that person who can see the vision in the future. And at the same time, I really love helping my community. It's just, it was instilled in me as a child. My parents always ensured that I volunteered, even as a wee one. And I worked so hard, and it was all very joyous for me to see the impact. And so if I can inspire others to do that, if I can multiply that impact and literally build a beloved community, then that is my goal. That's my dream.
Well, you certainly are making a difference every single day with your business and creating a legacy. And so you moved in March. I mean, I'm just so inspired just talking about that. What exactly is your mission? And I do want to say you are the CEO of the company.
Yes.
So tell us about the mission.
Sure. So, it really starts with the name. And so in 1967, Dr. Martin Luther King referenced the beloved community. And the King Foundation has further defined it as a world without poverty, without hunger, without homelessness, without racism, and essentially every basic human need is taken care of, because the international standards of human decency will simply not allow people to be hungry, will not allow hatred, will not allow racism. This is the vision. And so when you hear that, well, when I first heard that, at least I'm here. I'm on board. How do one-eye little person make that happen? And then that's when the idea of scale and consulting and galvanizing nonprofits, providing community-centered business solutions to small businesses, and doing executive coaching for individuals, that's how those three things solidified and said, this is how we can amplify and literally build a beloved community.
And so you did. And how many years has this company been in business? And then, of course, you moved it here.
Yes. So 3 years total. When I moved here.
But 2, because does COVID count?
I mean,
yeah, right. I know it's kind of like a pause here.
Yeah,
it was everything on pause.
It was a planning year.
There you
think
go.
About it. You move across country during a pandemic, so you arrive to Roanoke. All of the networking shuts down.
Everything.
No, how do you even meet people? I think you just kind of stayed in one little group that it was really hard to branch out and let people know who you are and what you're doing, right?
It was really tricky, but I had some great, people in New Mexico.
Did the gauntlet really help? And let's talk about that. That's a nice segue to, I know you heard about the program. How did the gauntlet program help?
Yes, it was a virtual networking, right? So we were all safe in our homes, but we also got to meet individuals that were also motivated, wanting to start their own business, and networking with them and trying to help build each other's businesses up and get the word out for everyone else. And then we got introduced to different economic developers and different city folks and just county and city government officials, essentially. And being able to have that exposure is key.
And then you found Shannon.
Oh my goodness.
Electric for sure. She's on fire, inspiring to so many. And boy, did she really energize everyone within that program. And I was thrilled to get to meet her. And she's definitely a mover and a shaker. And she's on the move. And so I know why you chose her for the Virginia Director of Operations for your company. Yeah. And we're excited that she's here today with you too. Shannon, tell me about this business and how... what gets you moving in the morning and inspires you to help others?
Coffee. And
yes, amen. I toast to that.
Right. No, but I love every time that Bonnie talks about the meaning behind the name, building beloved communities, I get chills because it aligns with my core mission and values. This community is so important. And it's probably important to me because there's been times in my life where I've felt lack of community. And that having that contrast has helped me realize just how important it is to have people who have your back, people who are supporting you. And I want to see that for my children. And my children are half Mexican. So Latinas Network and Building Beloved Community and having organizations that are trying to make changes to create a more inclusive, diverse, and equitable platforms. That's what I want to use my life. When I wake up and I get blessed enough to start breathing, I want to do that work because that work doesn't feel like work. That feels like what I should be doing, what I must be doing.
And that's your mission.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And you wake up in the morning, that's what inspires you, gets you going, is you have a mission and you want to make sure that mission is completed.
Yeah.
And I like living a satisfied life. I like, I feel like this work is very satisfying. Every part of it, whether it's organizing data in an Excel spreadsheet so that we can make sure that we're reaching our goals for a fundraiser for our nonprofit. Like knowing what that end goal is, I just love it.
Yes. And helping them to be successful and, reaching their goals. That's huge. So let's talk about your first project.
Yeah. So one of our first clients is Project Forward. They are a nonprofit owned by the owners of Fleet Feet Roanoke, Robin and Blaine Lewis, who are incredible humans. And they started this nonprofit because they wanted to put shoes on the children, on the feet of children in Roanoke. So they partnered up this year. This is their first year partnering with Roanoke City Public Schools. They have 14,000 children in those schools, and 8,000 have identified as economically disadvantaged. So we have 8,000 children within a 1 mile radius of where we live that aren't going to have the proper shoes to go to school. So Roanoke City Schools puts on this extravaganza where these families can go and receive a backpack and school supplies. And now through Project Forward and the Back to School Shoes Project, Fleet Feet will be there. So they will use a 3D foot scanner and fit these children with shoes that are worth over $130. But because they have such a great working relationship with their vendors, they're able to get the older versions, or what's it called?
The previous model.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Of the
Okay,
shoes.
right. Sure.
So the cost is $30 per child for brand new shoes, brand new socks. So in 8 weeks, we have the goal to raise $240,000 and bridge that gap so that these kids go to school with a brand new, brand name pair of shoes and socks. And that how can you not want to wake up and make that
doesn't
happen?
It? Yes. And you know that you're making a difference to so many. Well, so let's, talk about what is the meaning of BBC? What does that stand for? I mean, as far as and we know building beloved communities, but let's talk about how far you serve.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are a nationwide organization. We have clients all over the United States. We are growing, and it's always that idea of we always want to, again, help those small businesses. We want to, with community-centered business solutions, we want to galvanize those nonprofits, and we want to help those individuals who want to level up. We want to provide executive coaching for them so that they can provide and be those change makers in their communities.
And I want to do a plug in here. We are growing. Yes. So if you align with our mission and values, reach out and let us know, because we have more people and more contracts that we've had to put a hold on it and let people know that we can't start their contract until at least, what are we, a month?
About
2 months out?
6 weeks out. And so that's the other thing. It's if you are a business minded operations person, or if you are an office Yoda.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love
We're
that.
looking for an office Yoda.
Office Yoda.
Yes. If you're
everybody needs that.
Yeah. How about that? If you're an office Yoda, or you are a business guru.
Ooh, yeah.
And you're interested in talking to us, please do, because we would love for you to meet with us, introduce yourself, show off your skills, because we are going to be expanding very shortly.
Yes.
Again, already.
Yes.
Already.
That's what exponential growth is.
Exciting.
I love it.
So when you joined up, so you guys are aspiring to donate $50,000 of proceeds to nonprofits by next year. Is that what you're on target for?
Yes, cash to our nonprofits. here you go, unencumbered. Here's $50,000.
And see, that's what I like too, that a lot of people think we are a nonprofit.
Yeah, that's
we are,
right.
Yeah, we are
You're
a for-profit,
yes.
but we are looking to donate a large portion of our proceeds to a nonprofit, to nonprofits in the community.
Right. So we put our money literally where our mouth is, and we make sure that a percentage of our sales goes to nonprofits in our community because we believe in that. And whenever we go out to have coffee or meals, we have our filters. So we like to patronize businesses that are local, women-owned, Black-owned, queer-owned, like minority-owned, anything. Like if you are one of those businesses, let us know and you will be on our list, and we will take clients to your organization to have lunch, to have coffee, to network, to, if you're a supplier, we will use you as a reference. Like we really want to make sure that we support our community in all aspects.
And did you initially start with that in mind? Like you started with the end in mind, like this is your goal. This is what you want to do. And so you probably started with a lot less, but you were giving back.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I even write it into my contract.
How you shaved your head.
Oh
yeah. I want to hear about that.
So
yes.
I have a really wonderful friend. Her name is Susie Metter, and she's diagnosed with breast cancer. She's fine. She's like nearing the end of her journey and her battle, and she's doing really well. And so a group of us came together and decided to raise money. And I will be the first to say I did not raise the most money. Our friend Nicole did.
Every penny counts.
Yeah, she did the bulk of it. And what we ended up doing is after we reached certain thresholds, we did crazy things. So the first threshold was shave our head, which we raised in like half an hour, it seemed like. And so this is why I'm sporting this cute haircut that I'm going to keep forever because it's
It looks
amazing.
so great. I thought it was just you. Like I thought that was your personality. I love it.
I grew into it. And then our second threshold was getting a tattoo that Susie got to pick out. And as you can see, it is on my forearm right here.
Cool.
And the other one was that we were going to attempt an ultramarathon. And we attempted. I did not do well. But I'm still gonna
hey,
try.
you participated.
I'm still gonna try. So that was, and we were able to raise just about a little over $11,000 for the Roanoke Hospitality House. And so that means we have, another, 20 some odd to raise for our community. And that's our goal is like, aside from the contracts that we get, we want to raise money for nonprofits. And I write that into some of our contracts, like a percentage of sales goes to a nonprofit in your community whose values align with your business. And I want to ensure that we spend our money there in our local small businesses. We support our nonprofits because we all rise together. Yeah.
Yes, we do. All rise together. Now, what qualifies for money that you're giving to nonprofits? In other words, what do nonprofits have to do to qualify?
Just ask. Like find us and say, hey, we want to be on your list. And I will say, okay. And I will match you up with one of our clients.
And see, what I love about how Bonnie does what she does is that she teaches businesses how to take a portion of their proceeds and give regularly. So it's a ripple effect that keeps giving. Because if we can come in and teach you how to be the most efficient and the most effective, that's going to help with your stress and your mental health. But it's also going to give you the funds so that you can support your community. And the more businesses that we're able to work with, the more nonprofits are able to be helped.
Right.
That's right.
And we can do it in any way. Like we have these creative solutions about like volunteer time off, cash donations, in-kind donations, whatever. Use a nonprofit as your vendor if they have a social enterprise. Like really work with nonprofits because ultimately a nonprofit's goal is to
give back.
Yeah.
Right? In the community. So why not really focus on trying to help them with your business?
Absolutely.
I really, that excites me, and it's such a great platform, and really people can emulate that and learn from you every single day. And they really should pay attention because that is a successful program. And it really is, when you give, you'll be blessed. And that is just a fact of life. So you have the right plan in place and be the ripple in the pond, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's what you want to be and really inspire others. And you guys are doing that. And so tell me, and speaking of that, I mean, you just keep going and keep blessing. Tell me about the house, your house.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you for bringing us back to that. So I did purchase a house in Grandin recently, and when I walked in, I just had this like, oh, this is the greatest house ever. And my first vision was, I'm going to host fundraisers here. That is the key. So my goal is to host fundraisers, not only for my clients, but for just, nonprofits in the community. I want to be able to give money back to them. And I also want to host fundraisers to get women, specifically women of color, into office, whatever that looks like. If it's if you want to be on the school board and you need to raise $500, let's make it happen, right?
That's right, on the PTA.
Yeah, let's do this. If you want to, whatever office that you want as a woman, as a woman in leadership who wants to have these political aspirations, let's talk, because I would love to host a fundraiser for you, because I believe that women have a lot to offer. I believe women of color have a lot to offer, and I really want their perspectives in these leadership positions. And I just want to do that. Like, I love throwing a party. I'm a cook.
It's a great reason,
yeah.
right?
And so every asset that I have, my business, my home, my intelligence, my whatever I got in this rattling around in here, I want to use it for the community. And how can I help?
What a great attitude. And aren't you excited to work with such a great mentor?
I know.
Because you were such a great mentor to all of the Gauntlet enrollees, and, made such a difference in every single person's life and for their business. And that's forever. Like, you're changing lives
and I get
forever.
to keep doing that. And now it's on
Yes.
an even more intimate basis, because the Gauntlet is, it gave me experience with being able to help so many businesses. Now I get to do a deep dive. I get to, for Project Forward, be their director of operations, be that person that is the glue that holds it together and keeps things progressing. And that is, I just love it. I really do. Yeah.
Building
do what you love.
Beloved communities. And, I'm sure that people that are listening are going to be so inspired. And I'm hopeful that they will join you guys and help your company, and also that their company will want to give back. And you never know, they might give you a call and say, how can we help? And, and tell us, is there a way that businesses can help you right now?
Yes. I mean, there's so many ways. So if you need streamlining, maximization of profit, and, you want to have smoother day-to-day, call us. If you want to give back to your community, call us. If you want to design a very mindful, very purposeful way of giving as an organization, call us. If you love being in the community, call us. That's exactly
so many
it.
reasons.
Yeah,
Yes.
Just however you want to participate, we will find or design a way for you as a business to participate and to do things that you love. Like, if you love working with kids, if you love working with elders, if you love working with XYZ, let us know and we can help you. And we always offer a 1-hour free consultation, no obligation, no charge, because we really want to hear who you are and what you have to bring to the table and how can we help. And we give that to everyone. So that's something that, we just want to, we do. That's just how we are.
So what is next for Building Beloved Communities? Because I know that you guys are always thinking forward.
World domination.
I am there.
Great goals, great goals.
Yes, I would say world.
5-year plan.
I love that answer because it's yes.
Yes.
Yes, I would say world
Oh, yes.
domination with the kindest heart.
Yes.
To create a beloved community worldwide. I mean, we're nationwide right now. Who's to say we can't be worldwide?
Right. Why can't we be international? So I think the other idea is, how do we connect it all together, right? So I want to have a huge business in California donating to local nonprofits in Roanoke and all the way around. I really want to solve the problems. I don't want homelessness. I don't want any of this bad stuff in the world. And how can we make that contribution to make that an actual reality?
And the biggest way that you can support building a beloved community is to be that person. Wherever you are, whatever interactions you have, whether you're on the street, you're in the store, you're having a conversation with someone, show that love. Yeah. Show that kindness. Fleet Feet has the saying, spread kindness. It's the Roanoke way. So do that. Be a
Yeah.
kind person. That's how you build a beloved community. You start with yourself, and then your neighborhood, and then your community, and you go from there.
Yeah.
Creating those ripples in the pond of harmony and unity. And you guys are truly movers and shakers on the move who continue to make a huge impact for the whole entire region and have a positive effect on our community. And so we're blessed to have you and to actually to help us to be inspired every single day. What makes us get up in the morning is serving companies like yourself. And, Bonnie, you're doing such a phenomenal job. And boy, I just feel like you were brought here for many reasons, and we're blessed to have you here in our community.
Thank you.
And we want to help you, so please let us know how we can best help your company. You're now a member of the chamber, and so we're so excited. We're going to definitely get you more promotion and help however we can, and make sure to give you the connections that you need to help build our beloved community. And so keep inspiring. We're blessed for you guys. Let's grow our communities and build a better community together with your brilliant ideas. And the motto is invest in your community and make a difference. And you certainly have.
Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.